and understand and say, okay, I got to think opposite. I got to let it go. I let it all go. And just started from scratch. I'm telling you, I can tell you over and over again. Because, you know, I was older than a lot of people that taught me, so I'm like, I had to let it all go. And just take it in, just allow it. Became like a little child. That's why my second child said, gonna be like a little child. He's like a sponge. You innocent. You become innocent. You become the meek. You become humble. You humble down to those that are going to teach you. And you learn. You start learning, just like you humble down to the nonsense and the lies. And like I say, that's what I told you about. Surely the Gentiles going to come in the last days and say, surely our fathers have inherited what? Lies. Vanity. Things wherein there's no profit. What did all people call themselves? In church, what were you? A Gentile. Same thing as the other Gentiles, the nations, they told us that we Gentiles. We were grafted in. Just like they were grafted in. To be able to have this Bible in these last days. Just so we can get it, get to understand it. You see? And that's what we have inherited, lies. Until we come to the knowledge of the truth. Because the Most High didn't give us no religion. Now they come up with a new thing. There's non-denomination. You're still a denomination. But they still follow the same ways of these other religions, one way or another. If you're still a Gentile, right? If they not coming to the knowledge and understanding of the Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, forever and ever and ever. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, and we are his chosen people, instead of being Gentiles. I mean, that's the fight we dealing with. Getting our people's minds to come out of the program that they have done. You need to read the religious instruction to the Negroes in the United States of America. Look at that and you'll see the problem that why you having the problem you have. But this started way back in 1620 till now. Of programming, how they're going to program us to think. And it's a prime example of how it is that you give a testimony that they have succeeded with the Willie Lynch and that particular program plus Thaahwam syndrome. You know, those three things, I mean, we in it. We caught up in it. That's why we got to change. We got to become a new creature, a new man, be born again. You know, way you can do that is to let it go. Just look at this and study. That's why I say study, show yourself approval to the Most High. Because the destruction is coming. And we don't want to be a part of it. Because he's holding back them angels right now from hurting the earth. They just playing around. They're just touring right now. Them angels, Mashiach Abishai gonna release his hand, and they're gonna destroy this place, as it is written. As it's written, you know. So it's just a matter of, you know, like I said, it's a lot. I hope you wrote down the scriptures, and just go over them, you know. And I'll continue, you know, as time goes on, and you know, still all gonna line up. No matter you name any prophet, they all of them lined up. The same thing. They all gonna line up to the same thing. Salvation to Israel, and how it's going to happen, and what's got to go down. But it's coded. It's coded. It's not for everybody to know. If some going to hear it, they still studying us. That's why I say when I have it on mute, somebody's on the phone. Still. But it's okay because, like I said, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7, we rid ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through desert where they lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, as the way of a Mashiach Abishai, we have not known it. That's it. For those that don't know it, they're not going to know it. And those that do, hallelujah. To those that do, we have the kingdom promised to us. That's right. You know, so it is what it is. You just got to, you know, not be that faithless and perverse generation that a Mashiach Abishai met when he came in the flesh on this earth. You still have those same people coming back into the earth with that same, having that same perverseness and a faithless generation that don't believe. So we can't deal with them. You know, that's part of the 2/3 bunch. So we can't be concerned about them. We just hope that they'll repent and come back to the knowledge of the side of the truth. You know, Mashiach Abishai was rejected. Yeah. Right.
I think sometimes people, you know, they weren't real religious. Maybe they just have a better, you know,
Right.
time. You know, it's easier for them to absorb
It's it's very important that what you're saying is so correct. I mean, that's why he's calling those. He's not calling the Putin and so forth, all of them that are very knowledgeable or think that they so righteous. He's not calling them. That's why it's such a shock to those. They always ask, what school did you go to? What university did you go to get this? Because it's not in their curriculum. It's not in their curriculum. They don't know anything about this. It's not for them. See? That's why in 1 Corinthians 1:7 it says, desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whether they affirm. See? But we know that the law is good. The law is good. What law? The law of the Most High. If a man use it lawfully, knowing this, listen at this though, knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man. See? The law is not made for a righteous man, holy enough, but for the lawless and disobedient, for the unrighteous and for sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine, according to the glorious gospel of the blessed power, which was committed to my trust, he said. See? So that's why he's calling us. He's calling us out of darkness into his marvelous light. Those that, because if you're righteous, then you're not going to understand this. If you're over righteous, we say, don't be over righteous much, don't be over wicked much. Why don't I destroy ourselves before that time? Got to be a balance there. That's why you look at a lot of us come from different walks of life, but not necessarily from the indoctrinated with Christianity to the utmost, where we hold on to it. You got to let it go, and you start all over. You start learning the truth. That's why I say give it to those that are learned. But they learn in what? You learn in the doctrine of whatever you've been taught, in your false education, your false religion, your lies, the philosophies and so forth that they are brought upon this earth. And he said, I don't understand it. Give it to those that's unlearned. They say they don't understand it because it's sealed. He sealed this. That it could be open in the last days, and when the last days, to bring forth to the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's all we care about. And you only know Israel. Amos 3:1-2. So you only have known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. See, the judgment come upon Israel. But that's like when we went through. The comfort of my people. Our judgment is, our iniquities are pardoned. He's going to give us double in abundance to possess. Because we have suffered. We don't want to suffer. And you can see us suffering today still. It's just when are we going to wake up to realize that we are the chosen people of the Most High. And we got to come back to him. And the only way we're going to come back to him is do what he say do. Follow his rules and regulations. His laws, statutes, commandments. Point blank, without a shadow of a doubt. That's it. Can't do it, then get ready to burn and be cast into the lake of fire. Where the worms never die and the fires never quench. And those that do gonna have joy and peace and happiness. No more tears. No more sadness. Our reproach gonna be taken away from the children of Israel. In a righteous kingdom. Look. See? So anyone that don't want this, you deserve death. That's right, hallelujah. Everybody that don't deserve this, they deserve death. As it's written, that's what the Most High gonna give you. That's what he's gonna give you. Because look, he tells us in Isaiah 60:21, thy people also shall be all righteous. Will be righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, the Most High's hands. He gonna plant us in our own land, that I may be glorified, that the Most High can be glorified. So the little one shall become 1,000. will have 1,000 babies, 1,000 children, and a small one, a strong nation. Look, when he said a little one, he said, hey, look, little one shall become 1,000, and a small one, a strong nation. I, the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, will hasten it in his time. That's what he's going to do, people. That's why the mindset, you have to have the mindset of what this word is saying and accept it all. If not, you're not going to make it. Point blank. A lot of you are not going to make it because you don't accept the whole Bible. You accept some parts, you don't want to hear this, want to hear that. See, our man going to be for 1,000 children. Shalom.